Hello. Today we are going to be reacting to Hamilton, a Yorktown, in brackets, The World Turned Upside Down. We're going to be reacting to the Broadway musical and also, as usual, an animatic as well. It might be a bit unexpected for a lot of people, this one, because this is kind of back in the list of the ones that I've reacted to. I got a comment from Amanda basically telling me that I haven't reacted to this one. This is like much further back. I don't know how I missed it. It's possible that I did react to it and it was taken down, but I couldn't find anything about it. So and it's been well over a year. So I thought let's just go back to it. Let's solve this gap in my Hamilton playlist, I suppose you could say. Hopefully I can order it properly so it's not weird for people that watch the playlist. Regardless, thank you, Amanda, for letting me know. Let's just jump right into it. I'm looking forward to it. This looks like a bit of a longer one than the last one we reacted to. So let's go into it, and fingers crossed, or if you're from Europe, specifically Germany, hold your thumbs that this video doesn't get taken down. Right, let's do this. It's forward 3 seconds just because it was just a black screen beforehand. Volume's up. Here we go. Oh, sorry. This is also people refer to this as the Battle of Yorktown, but the only reference I could find to this was Yorktown, so I assume this is the correct song. Let me know if it's not though, and I'll see if I can find the correct one afterwards. All right, here we go.
The Battle of Yorktown.
Okay, well that answers that question.
1781.
Monsieur Hamilton!
Monsieur Lafayette!
In command where you belong!
Are you saying no sweat? We're finally on the field. We've had quite a run.
Immigrants!
We get the job done. So what happens if we win?
I go back to France. I bring freedom to my people if I'm given the chance.
We'll be with you when you do.
Go lead your men!
See you on the other side.
Till we meet again! Let's go!
I am not going away, my shot.
Oh, okay.
Just like my country, I'm not scrappy and hungry, and I'm not going away, my shot. I am not going away, my shot.
Till the world turns upside down.
Till the world turns upside down.
Just before it drops into it, I will rewind a little bit to get back in the flow. I totally forgot they had microphones that are sort of attached to their heads, which makes a lot of sense because they do a lot of moving and sort of dancing and things like that, which is cool. I also completely forgot about Lafayette, and from what I remember, vaguely remember, I think I really liked Lafayette, like both the person, like the actor, and like the performer, and sort of the character as it's portrayed in here. And also, look at the costumes again, so cool. Swords are so cool. Swords are so underrated. I'd love to have a sword. I don't know if I'm allowed a sword in the UK though. I feel like it might be illegal. But a sword's so cool. All right, sorry. Let's. I just had to. Yeah, let's continue.
Till the world turns upside down.
I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory.
Ooh.
This is where it gets me. On my feet, the enemy ahead of me. If this is the end of me, at least I have a friend with me. Weapon with my hands, a command, and my men with me. Then I remember my Elias is expecting me. Not only that, my Elias is expecting. So we gotta go, gotta get the job done. Gotta start a new nation, gotta meet my son. Take the bullets out your gun, the bullets out your gun. We move undercover and we move as one. Through the night we have one shot to live another day. We cannot let a stray gunshot give us away. We will fight up close, seize the moment and stay in it. It's either gotta meet the business end of a bayonet. The code word is Rochambeau, Diggy. You have your orders now, go man, go. So the American experiment begins with my friends all scattered to the winds. Lawrence is in South Carolina, redefining bravery. We'll
That's
never
cool.
be free until we end slavery. When we finally drive the British away, Lafayette is there waiting in Chesapeake Bay. How did we know that this plan would work? We had a spy on the inside, that's right.
Tell a spying on the British government. I take the measurements, information, and then I smuggle it to my brother's revolutionary covenant. I'm running with the sons of liberty, and I am loving it. See, that's what happens when you up against the ruffians. We in the somebody's gotta shovel it. Hercules Mulligan. I need no introduction. When you knock me down, I get the back up again.
First of all, what a reintroduction to Hercules Mulligan there. That was sick. There was one quote that you said earlier that I would have paused, but I felt like I didn't have too much to say, so I'm gonna add it here. There's the quote. What was it? I think about death so much it feels like a memory. That is such a cool quote. That's such a deep quote. I don't really know what else to say about that beyond that. That's just to point it out that is such an interesting kind of thing to say. Anyway, let's roll it back a little bit with Hercules Mulligan. Complete different style again from what I was expecting for this type of song. That's what I love about Hamilton, though. From what we've seen so far, it's like it's a completely different. It varies obviously from song to song, but it's like a completely different style of music. It's very kind of new age, which I imagine when this came out, a lot of people did not expect it to be like this, and this is why, or partly why, it sort of blew up so much, is because it kind of subverted everybody's expectations of a performance about Hamilton. Anyway, let's get back into it.
I need no introduction. When you knock me down, I get the back up again.
Oh my god, the record scratches.
After a week of fighting, a young man in a red coat stands on a parapet.
We lower our guns as he frantically waves their white handkerchief.
And just like that, it's over. We tend to our wounded, we count our dead.
Black and white soldiers wonder alike if this really means freedom.
Not yet. We negotiate the terms of surrender. I see George Washington smile. We escort the men out of Yorktown. They stagger home single file. Tens of thousands of people flood the streets. There are screams and church bells ringing. And as our fallen foes retreat, I hear the drinking song they're singing. The world turned upside down. 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 Down, 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 down.
Freedom for America, freedom for France!
Gotta start a new nation, gotta meet my son.
We won! We won!
The world turned upside
Oh, what a song. That is such a good song and performance. The slow-mo as well at the end there when they're saying the world turned upside down, they're all kind of like singing along together with that. That was so nice. Such a nice touch. That was so cool. I want to quickly go back. We'll get to the animatic in a second. I want to go back to the quote that I mentioned earlier that I feel is just such an important quote, really. It's like such a deep quote. I think it was around here.
I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory.
First of all, I can't believe I got the exact like timing of that to get right to that quote. Hell yeah. Secondly, I think about death. Is it I imagine death or I think about death? I don't know why I've immediately forgotten. I have the memory of a goldfish, it would seem.
On my feet, the enemy. I imagine death so much it feels more like.
I imagine death so much it feels like a memory. Wow, that is deep. That is really deep. Is that quoting? Is that like original to this performance, or is this a quote from like a piece of literature or something like that? I'd be really interested to find out because that's quite deep for what you expect. But I suppose that's a lot of this performance, though, isn't it? A lot of the Hamilton it's written very well, so it has a lot of things like this. Right, let's move on to the animatic. This animatic is by, I'm pretty, if I remember correctly, their name is pronounced Shin. As always, both of these videos will be down in the description, so check them out. Especially for these animatics. If you haven't seen them, give them some love. Right, let's jump into it. Volume is not up, it is up now. Here we go.
The Battle of Yorktown, 1781.
Monsieur Hamilton,
Monsieur Lafayette,
in command where you belong.
are you saying no sweat? We're finally on the field, we've had quite a run.
Immigrants, we get the job done.
So what happens if we win?
I go back to France, I bring freedom to my people if I'm given the chance.
We'll be with you when you do.
Go, lead your man.
I'll see you on the other side.
Till we meet again.
I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Till the world turns upside down. Till the world turns upside down. I imagine that so much.
Can we just say, if the world turned upside down, that would be ruinous for us all. That would like completely ruin everything, probably. Completely just extinction level event. Although the correct me if I'm wrong, but what is it? It's the magnetic kind of poles, they flip every so many like millions of years, don't they? And we're kind of close to that happening again, if I remember correctly. I might just be talking absolute rubbish. But I don't think that's quite as disastrous as the world turning upside down, but it can have an impact on electronics. Don't know. This is completely irrelevant. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Let's just continue.
I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. This is where it gets me. On my feet, the enemy ahead of me. If this is the end of me, at least I have a friend with me. Weapon in my hand, a command of my men with me. Then I remember my Elias is expecting me. Not only that, my Elias is expecting. We gotta go, gotta get the job done. Gotta start a new nation, gotta meet my son. Keep the bullets out your gun, the bullets out your gun. We move undercover and we move as one. Through the night we have one shot to live another day. We cannot let a stray gunshot give us away. We will fight up close, seize the moment and stay in it. It's either that or meet the business end of a bayonet. The code word is Rochambeau, dig me? Rochambeau. You have your orders now, go man, go. And so the American experiment begins with my friends all scattered to the winds. Lawrence is in South Carolina, redefining bravery. We'll never be free until we end slavery. When we finally drive the British away, Lafayette is there waiting in Chesapeake Bay. How did we know that this plan would work? We had a spy on the inside, that's right. Hercules Mulligan!
Tell a spying on the British government. I take the measurements, information, and then I smuggle it to my brother's revolutionary covenant. I'm running with the Sons of Liberty, and I am loving it. See, that's what happens when you up against the ruffians. We in the shit now, somebody's gotta shovel it. Hercules Mulligan, I need no introduction. When you knock me down, I get the fuck back up again.
Sounds of excitement and death. Smiley face.
After a week of fighting, a young man in a red coat stands on a parapet.
We lower our guns as he frantically waves their white handkerchief.
And just like that, it's over. We tend to our wounded. We count our dead.
Black and white soldiers wonder alike if this really means freedom.
Not yet.
We negotiate the terms of surrender. I see George Washington smile. We escort their men out of Yorktown. They stagger home single file. Tens of thousands of people flood the streets. There are screams and church bells ringing. And as our fallen foes retreat, I hear the drinking song they're singing.
The world turned upside down. 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 Down, 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 down.
Freedom for America, freedom for France.
Gotta start a new nation, gotta meet my son.
what a banger of a song, like really. And also like Shin's animatics are so good. It can't be understated. Especially as they say in the description that they had no idea what to do with this one, so they kind of just freestyled it, which is fair because it's not. I imagine it's not an easy one to draw to really. Oh, that's such a good one. It's interesting. So I imagine, like, correct me if I'm wrong, or if there's more context here, let me know down below, definitely. But was this like a very defining? I assume this was a very defining moment for America. Was this like the first sort of major victory against the British? I imagine this would have been covered in the previous songs, and I would have known if I hadn't taken such a long break from it. But yeah, let me know like the sort of the importance of this particular battle, because my impression at least is this is a turning point for America, and this is like there's suddenly the world's turned upside down. There's actually some hope. Like everything's different from this point on. What a cool performance. I think the whole part about like take the bullets out your gun and how it's like they're basically going in stealthy, and you gotta admire a bit of stealth really, because that takes a lot of what's the word? A lot of gall is probably the best word for that. A lot of bravery. Very cool. Very much enjoyed. Both videos were great. Animatic was great. Let me know if there was anything I missed or misunderstood, or any extra context that you know about this, because as I mentioned always, I really enjoy learning kind of the history behind this. It's really fascinating. There's always more to learn, it seems. So yeah, let me know. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, leave a like, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.